My name is James, and my major is video production.
My name is Cameron Hughes, and my major is video production.
My name is Naja Blair, and I'm a mass communications major. I decided on the major in mass communications because I love being creative. I love doing social media management, love acting, I love doing marketing. So mass communications was a really good way to encompass all aspects of being creative.
Well, throughout my whole life, I just love film. It's always something I kind of had in the back of my mind. And then COVID hit, and I was stuck at home, and I just realized how much I love movies, how much I just enjoy film.
It was a very long process. When I was in high school, I kind of started out doing photography, and it was kind of like a backup thing because I was wanting to do basketball coming out of high school. And it was just like something for me to do, just to play sports in college, and that didn't work out. So then it kind of got pushed forward. And even when I was in high school, I still started to learn more about photography. And then I realized that I probably should get some video stuff into there. And then once I started learning video, I got more into it, and then I started to like it more. Once it came time to figure out the college stuff, I decided to just go with video.
I wanted to go to college because that's kind of, the format of going into college, and it really helps to add having a college degree when you're applying for different jobs. And it allowed me to be at home and come to Ball State and have the opportunity to do a lot of different things while going to school at the same time. Out of Ball State, I expected to do different things in school. I always did things in high school. So I was doing social media for my high school. So I was also deciding that I wanted to do something at Ball State, so I was able to work on the newspaper and do social media for them. So I wanted to get involved at least a little bit.
My expectations were pretty low, honestly. I didn't have any high expectations because at first I didn't really want to come. So I just figured I'd just come in here and just kind of sit in the back of the class and not really talk to anyone and just kind of get my grades and get my degree and be on about my way. But yeah, ended up being a lot more fun than I imagined.
Going to Ball State for the first time was very different from high school. It's a different format of going to classes and doing your homework, and it's a lot more freedom. And it was really different for me because I had to have a lot more discipline than I had in high school. Although I did have discipline in high school, but I was able to come up with more things to do to get towards doing my classwork and keeping up my grades.
I had honestly built up the jump so much in my head that by the time it got here, it really wasn't an issue. For me, the biggest adjustment was having to feed myself, not being given food.
I've met a lot of cool people, and I met a lot of cool professors too, and I've gotten a chance to get my hands on gear that I probably would have never gotten my hands on, or maybe, not gonna say never, maybe not as soon. And I've definitely learned a lot more about video and filmmaking and even photography than I did know coming in.
Honestly, I've met some really good people, some great people. My video production skills and filmmaking skills have just skyrocketed since I've gotten here. But more than that, I think my socialness has improved a lot since I joined Ball State. Because I was very timid and shy when I came here. I'm still mostly like that, but I can talk to some people.
I definitely feel like I'm learning what I need to learn for my future because I'm taking classes like social media, mass communications, even taking history classes is really helping to formulate different papers of reports and everything. And I'm also in the honors program, so I'm able to work on creating long form projects. My favorite thing I've learned is really about the social media aspect, especially in my class in interpersonal communication. We talked about how social media really impacts people personally, in person, and as well as online. So it's really cool taking that class.
My favorite thing I've learned about my major, just seeing how much care and effort goes into just 4-minute videos, how much work and dedication and commitment it takes to just make the little stuff work and get everyone on the same page.
My favorite experience here is probably being able to meet different people that I haven't experienced before. It was very different. I went to the same school from kindergarten all the way up until my senior year, so it was different having to mingle with different people. So I think it's really cool to meet new people.
My favorite experience, so for TV production, we had an assignment where We were supposed to make commercials for something. We decided, hey, we're not allowed to work together, but we're gonna make our commercials a cinematic universe. So like someone was a bank robber, or someone was a stalker, someone was a private detective, and mine was a travel agency for criminals. But so we just ran around campus for like a whole day just filming stuff, and it was just like a bunch of random crap, and that was one of the most fun experiences of my life.
What makes Vol State special to me is I would say the access to our professors. Our professors are very, very hands-on with making sure that we have everything we need to be successful. And they have a lot of things put into place to help us, like the different meetings we have with people who actually work in the industry, allowing us access to gear if we want to do something outside of school on our own, and also just providing us with things to do outside of school on our own.
What makes Vol State special to me? The people. You know, most people I've talked to here have been incredible. Most of the people I get to work with on a pretty consistent basis are great people. All of my professors have been really, really good. Yeah, it's just the people make it stand out.
My plans after school, I think I want to definitely go into the film world. I do want to do a bit of acting and a bit of video work. I think that's my two strong suits, and that's what I gravitate more towards. I'm not really a big audio guy or big director guy. I like being behind the camera and getting a good shot, and I like also being in front of the camera and showing off my acting skills from time to time.
Honestly, I'm just hoping I make it that far. I'm worried about making it through these next 2 semesters, but I don't really have a plan yet. Just work, network, try to improve upon my craft.
Ball State makes me excited about my future because it gives me a chance to really picture things and vision how big things can go. After talking about things in class, like different career paths, different things that can happen if you keep pushing towards what your goals are and working hard towards them. And it's really good that Ball State helps you to make a foundation to what your future goals are.
Just learning more about what I'm going to do, what my future holds. I've been doing a lot of film projects as of late, and every time I just learn more and more about the craft itself, but what I personally need to improve upon. And I don't think I would have gotten nearly as far as I have so far without Vol State. I've gotten to play with a $10,000 camera, when the most before that was my dad's iPod. So, you know, it's given me the opportunity to improve more than I could have imagined.
I would recommend Vol State because for the most part, most of the professors are really good professors, and they're very easy to access, and they want you to succeed, which I know at most of the bigger universities, it's not very easy to find a lot of professors that want you to succeed, just because they have so many students that they don't get a chance to really get hands-on with every one of their students. And I also think just the fact that it's very easy to come here, and it's very affordable to come here as well. You don't have to go into debt immediately to start out your life and go to a 4-year where you may or may not be able to get the right experience and connect with people. So I do think it's definitely easier to connect with people at a school like this, where it's cheaper, the classes are smaller, and everyone's more hands-on. And then this school also has the resources of a 4-year, I feel like. So, you know, you basically get the experience and the equipment of a 4-year university, but you get more hands-on experience and more one-on-one time than you would with anyone else at a bigger school.
I would really recommend Ball State because it's a great opportunity to be able to save some money and experience a smaller community. You have smaller classrooms, you have a really good campus environment where you have different resources, amazing teachers, and just a really good experience that you have time to do other things outside of what you might have the opportunity to do at another school. And also you're just able to have a fun time and relate to others.
I would recommend Vol State to someone because it's a great experience. You meet amazing people. All the faculty is awesome. I think this school has a very nice culture, a very good culture of people who want to put in the work to get better at whatever they're going for.
What I would say to someone considering Vol State, I would definitely tell them to weigh out all their options and don't take out student loans to go to a 4-year if you don't have to. Because like I said before, we definitely do have the resources of a big 4-year university.
You know, out of all the colleges I've been to, this has been the best one. You know, it's a great community, great people. It's a great way to learn more about what you're doing, and it's not so expensive that if you find out you hate it, you're not locked in, and you can still change and move around and adjust what you hope to do in the future.